It's that time again, art class. A room where creativity should be celebrated, but all too often, it's stifled. Tyrell didn't fit the mold. He was the quiet kid, the one who preferred to be invisible. But he had something to say. And this painting was his voice, his story. But no one saw it that way, not even Mr. Thompson. Tyrell steps forward, unrolling his canvas on the desk. The classroom falls silent. His painting is dark, filled with emotion, swirls of bold colors, contrasting shadows, and powerful strokes that speak volumes. Mr. Thompson, slightly chuckling, "Well, Tyrell, let's see what you've got this time. I hope it's not another one of those abstract messes you like to throw together." The class murmurs, some students snickering under their breath. Tyrell stands still, his heart pounding. The teacher takes a long, judgmental look at the canvas, his eyes narrowing. He scoffs loudly. Mr. Thompson mocking, "Well, this is unique. I mean, it's definitely something. But it's not art, son. It's chaos." Looks like a child had a tantrum with some paint. The students laugh, some louder than others. Tyrell's face flushes with embarrassment, and his hands tremble as he pulls the canvas back toward him, preparing to roll it up. But as he does, he hears a voice from the back of the room. Mrs. Williams, the art history teacher, who had been visiting for a special guest lecture. Mrs. Williams, calm but firm, "Actually, Mr. Thompson, I beg to differ." Everyone turns to look at Mrs. Williams. She steps forward, her expression serious, her eyes fixed on the painting in front of her. She takes a step closer to the canvas, inspecting it carefully. Her gaze softens as she admires the detail and the depth of the piece. Mrs. Williams, quietly, This is not chaos. This is a masterpiece." The room goes silent. The snickers stop, replaced by confusion. Mr. Thompson raises an eyebrow, clearly unsure how to react. Mr. Thompson, with a hint of mockery, "A masterpiece? Please, this is a mess, not art." Mrs. Williams ignores him, continuing to study the painting. Her voice is filled with genuine admiration now. Mrs. Williams, softly but with authority, "Do you see the contrast? The emotion in those brushstrokes? There's pain here, but also hope. This young man has captured something that most artists spend years trying to grasp. It's raw, it's real, and it's powerful. I don't know about you, but I see the soul of a true artist in this." The class is stunned. The teacher is speechless for a moment as the students start murmuring in disbelief. Tyrell stands frozen, unsure of whether he's dreaming or if this is really happening. Mrs. Williams turns to Tyrell, offering him a smile that feels like validation he's never known. Mrs. Williams, gently, "Tyrell, this is your gift. You're an artist. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise." Tyrell stands there, overwhelmed, not knowing what to say. His heart races. He's never felt seen like this before. He doesn't respond right away, but the validation in Mrs. Williams' words washes over him like a wave. Finally, he speaks, his voice barely above a whisper. Tyrell, quietly but with newfound strength, "Thank you." For years, Tyrell's talent had been hidden behind the walls he built around himself. He was always overlooked, always dismissed. But today someone saw him, truly saw him. His art wasn't just something to be ridiculed, it was something to be respected. And for the first time, Tyrell realized that maybe, just maybe, he had more power than he had ever believed. The class after the incident. Tyrell is back at his desk, but this time, there's a noticeable shift in the energy around him. The students who had once mocked him now look at him differently. Some even glance over at his painting with newfound curiosity. Mr. Thompson, though still skeptical, can't ignore the atmosphere in the room. He clears his throat awkwardly and looks away. Mr. Thompson, slightly embarrassed, "All right, class, let's move on to the next project." But Tyrell isn't focused on Mr. Thompson. His eyes are locked on the painting, a quiet smile playing on his lips. For the first time, he doesn't feel like an outsider. For the first time, he feels like he belongs. The camera zooms in on his face, his eyes filled with a quiet confidence he's never known. This wasn't just about the painting. This was about Tyrell's journey to self-discovery. It was about finding the courage to let his voice be heard. And that day, Tyrell's voice wasn't just a whisper, it was a roar. Tyrell, several weeks later, entering an art exhibit at a prestigious gallery. The camera pans over a crowd gathered around his painting on the wall, admiring it. Tyrell walks up, his chest swelling with pride as he watches people discuss his work. Mrs. Williams approaches him with a knowing smile. "Mrs. Williams, I told you, Tyrell. You're meant for greatness." Tyrell looks at his painting, the room full of admirers, and then back at Mrs. Williams. His smile is wide, but it's not just pride he feels. it's the realization that he has finally been seen. Tyrell, with confidence, this is just the beginning. Don't ever let anyone tell you who you are. The world may not always see your worth, but that doesn't mean it isn't there.